everybody, my name is Kern and I post home recording weekly, and I am making a series of videos for you guys, kind of the start to finish, a whole song series of videos, start to finish, like from the idea to the finished MP3. I'm recording tracks, mixing tracks, mastering tracks to do a complete song, and I got inspired to do a quick little teaser video, but it's going to be a pretty cool tutorial that I want to show you guys. And it's how to get layered guitar tracks really tight. First, I got to tell you, I think I got this idea from Graham Cochran at the Recording Revolution, showing us what he does with background vocals. And I think it was in the Rethink Mixing series, but it may have been in the 5 Minutes to a Better Mix series. I cannot remember. But I'll tell you, the idea stuck with me, and I'm going to show you what that is. What I have here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guitar passes of the same parts. Each time I did this, I tuned the guitar differently. I used more distortion, less distortion, altered tunings, you name it. Open tunings, everything I could think of to make every guitar part sound a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and play the part. It's a part in the song where it just goes ba-dun, da-dun, and just the bass and drums continue, and I will be singing over the top of it. What I want you to know is guitar 1 here in blue and guitar 2 here in blue, and I'm going to make those bigger right now. Those are the boss guitars. Those are the guitars you're going to hear 90% of. Everything else under it is flavoring, different tunings, different tones, different everything to make it sound like a wall of guitars. They're all going to be panned in pairs. The one that's highlighted right now will be hard left, the one below it hard right. This one, hard left, the one below it hard right, so on and so forth. They're recorded in pairs. I would do one at a time, but then pan them left and right. So I'm going to stop talking and play this little guitar part for you, and then we're going to talk about today's little free tip, teaser tip for you. So check this out. Okay, that's what the guitars do right there. It's kind of like a little a verse teaser chorus part, and I like it. So we're going to groove it. But what I want to show you is, like I said, these two blue ones here and here are the boss tracks. Everything else under it is sugar. It's sweetener. And that's good because when I recorded these, I'm not a robot. I mean, I didn't record them on time very well. Some start premature, some end longer than every pass was different. So what I did was I lined up on the grid the first note impact, and some of these are 2 notes, so I had to line them both up. Like, listen, that was 2 notes. Ba-dan. So I lined them up best that I could in time with each other as well. And then I looked down here, and some of these parts went on. See how that dragged on for another, 1/16 of a note right there? But it didn't matter, since everybody is just focusing and hearing these 2 tracks of guitars. I can take these and shorten them up any length I want to, and no one is even going to be any wiser. So I hope you understand where I'm headed with this. If I have 2 tracks of guitars playing the part turned up loud in your face, that's the attention. It doesn't matter if I cut any of these short. You're not going to be able to tell, because what you're hearing are these 2. You're almost tricking your mind into thinking all of these backing tracks, if you want to think of them like background vocals, are being played extremely tight, when in fact they all go on a little bit longer. Like, check this out. See how long that went on? But I cut it back. It just didn't matter because I don't need that information. And believe it or not, if I left all of those long, you would hear it. Even the ones in the front, it sounds like it's very sloppy playing. And I'm going to, when I mix this, I'm going to put a little, some room reverb on these guitars anyway. So you're not even gonna have the faintest clue that someone went in and clipped all of the tails from these guitar parts. So let's listen again, and you tell me if you can. I'll put it back here. I don't think you can. I can't, and believe me, it was pretty sloppy. Some of these here are, and you can't tell, you won't be able to tell, but some of these I haven't trimmed yet. And you can, if I play it for you over and over, or played it to myself over and over, I told myself I could hear it, but I did a lot of the work already. So I just wanted to share with you guys one way to make your guitar tracks tighter if you have a part where you just need an abrupt ending, and you've got layers and layers of guitar, and you're hearing premature or delayed parts still ringing. Don't be scared to cut those tails off, as long as you have, a track on top that's tricking people's minds. Anything played under here, as long as I have let this one start and end properly, it's going to sound like I did it. Did the same thing under it. So just a little trick for you guys, a little mixing tip, a little recording tip, whatever you want to call it. Again, I'm going to post this video series for free, and it's going to be over on homerecordingweekly.com. Please go there now, bookmark it. I've got a free ebook on room treatment made easy, how I treated my recording and mixing space for very little money. I share all the details and the plans in there so you guys can make your own. And you know what? We'll see you when the video series is done.